Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the newly buffed Jesta. This got quite an overhaul, actually. It now has a dodge roll to go with its active guard. It now has its hip-mounted grenades usable, along with the shield missiles and the standard hand grenade. The standard hand grenade can now be thrown while boosting, and yeah, they also upped a few of its stats, I believe. But yeah, it's pretty solid. It does have, of course, a beam rifle which fires either individual stunning shots or a volley of shots when charged. And yeah, I haven't played a lot of 600 lately, and yeah, there are a lot of Woundwort Raw 2s out. They're pretty formidable. I am also, unfortunately, the only person near the enemy team, which, that's partly on me, but there's like a couple of people here that really seem to hang back a lot. Maybe it's just my imagination, but yeah, those were the grenades. Got the raw with that. Yeah, just like I feel like yeah, the GPO2 has a really good beam launcher that also just got buffed, so it can be used at range, but it always kind of struck me as a fairly close range suit in GBO2. But yeah, uh, just one of those things of like, why am I? You often find yourself thinking, why am I the only one up here? And I love it when there's an answer for that, and a lot of times just I can't figure it out. Right now, I'm sure number 5 is having that same feeling. Oh, they're an Anaxaku commander. Neat. But yeah, and the shield missiles are still pretty good. I think they may have upped the damage on those too, but they are definitely decently. They stun fairly decently. The grenades also do good damage and stun, best as I can tell. So yeah, it's got a really good tool set now, and I think I just got the Aksaku commander killed. Oops. But apologies if that was you, and I did in fact stun you and just get you blown up. I do apologize. But okay, there's the Woundwort Ra. I think okay, I managed to get that. Managed to hit the other Jesta, I think, with a one of the grenades, and yeah, I think I hit it around the shield because it only did like 800 damage, and I think the grenades are a good bit stronger than that. But yeah, like I said, it's got a good skill set, and there's a couple of times I think I actually use active guard half decently in this round, if I recall. So I hope so anyway. I've never been really good with that. It took a long time. I've mentioned before that one of the things that I do is I just kind of I move. I don't even move purposefully when I'm playing this anymore. I just generally try to move at random so that it's harder to predict where I'm going and harder to stop me. If I'm paying enough attention, I do that. Sometimes I just make a beeline for things and it does not pay off. But because of that, Active Guard gives me a problem because the secret to using Active Guard is you cannot be pressing a direction on the left analog stick. So, yeah, Active Guard will not activate if you are in motion. So, to get it to work, you have to stop. So, like I said, since constant movement has been a survival skill in this game for so many years now, it's kind of hard to remember to not be pushing a direction sometimes. But okay, gonna try and stop that GPO4 from interfering with our base bomber, which not sure how well that's gonna go, but yeah, managed to tank a good number of shots from the beam rifle sub weapon. There's also a Yonfav in here, which can be a problem. Missed most of the Garibee damage. That's nice. And let's see, yeah, just stopped to guard a second. It was a little early, but also I think by now the GPO4's figured out I do that and is now, waiting for me to stop, which is the thing I do against active guarders. So it's to be expected. Let's see, Jan Faven is approaching me alone. Grenades were enough to stop it, but unfortunately it is now no longer alone, and I am. So, yeah, held out okay, but yeah. Somehow, though, I think if I remember correctly, they managed not to intercept the bomber, and that base bomb does go off. So, at least I managed to take somebody out, and my fight up there served a purpose, so that's not bad. I'll take that. Let's see. Coming back in. Yeah, 15 seconds left. The other people seem to be heading up that way, and the rest of the enemy team seems to have just moved out to intercept. So, yeah, so far, and there's the GPO-4 again. And so, yeah, so bomb went off. We've got a good lead. There's 2.5 minutes left. We're in a pretty good position. All right, so I ran a few rounds with the Jesta, and this is the one that actually worked out for me the best. So, good shot there. Yeah, so I think, is that a Faz behind us? Yeah, I think it is. So, yeah, Faz comes in at 600, and I think it is providing support from the back, which is perfectly fine. Let's see. Yeah, I think the Aktaku commander there just landed out of overboost, so I don't think I stunned them. Again, I hope not. I'm not trying to antagonize or make the life of the Aktaku commander difficult. I'm just still occasionally clumsy. But, okay, Jan Faven can hopefully deal with me. Unfortunately, yeah, Aktaku commanders did get taken down, so it is just me and 2 people for the moment. I'm out of boost, so I can neither guard nor dodge these shots, and yeah, I'm going to take a lot of damage, but luckily they kind of bounced off of each other, which gave me time to get up. And a couple of shots here and there. Yep, just going to tank all that, and yeah, now's a good time to move. I do have the Garaby from the Yonfaven's funnels to contend with. Yeah, I'm not going to get out of this, but again, I managed to hold 2 people at bay, so I've definitely done worse things, and got some good use out of the active guard. So, yeah, I'll take it. I love that now that I now that it has a dodge, I'm actually trying to get good with the active guard. That's just it figures somehow. Number E, yes, number E is being taken. Thank you, Brain, and that is a Burnham Jagan. Woundwort Ra 2 cannons were set in just the right position to not get me. And I managed to steal it, so yep, that is, I'm going to be using that for the rest of the match and get knocked down. If I get close to being destroyed, I can just eject, and then they can't damage the suit, and I'm fine. But otherwise, I'm going to put some machine gun fire into that Woundwort Ra, and let's see. Yep, too late to stop /help number 3 again, but there's other things to do. And yeah, just gonna okay, yeah, there's somebody who's almost down. Can I land that shot? No, I cannot. But that's okay. We've got this. There's only a few seconds left, and yeah, now I am gonna bail. So hopefully the GPO-4 can't take me out. And it seems like that worked. So yeah, that worked out fairly well. I like how the Jesta feels now. I'm still not great with active guard, but I'm, actually using it okay. That's nice. And yeah, 4,100 points, 4 and 3, 114,000 damage. I will take that. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Oh yeah, the buffs. Okay, so the Jesta got another 1,000 hit points, went from 22,000 to 23 at level 1, which is what I used in this video. Got an extra slot in each of its 3 locations, went from 21 to 22 close, 18 to 19 mid, 10 to 11 long. It got a dodge roll. It also got frontline support system, so it improves the respawn time of your team. And respawn times in general were also shortened, in case you didn't know. Yeah, the level 1 and 2 got frontline support system level 1, and the 3 and 4 got level 2. Like I said, you can now use the grenades while boosting. The missiles now do 800 damage apiece at level 1 instead of 700. And yeah, the waist-mounted grenades are also new. So yeah, really solid overhaul, and that's pretty good considering it wasn't too far off the mark for generals at level 1. The average for generals at level 1 is 49.4%. The Jesta was at 48.4, so not hugely off, but Then there's the other numbers. Rival win rate was only 40% versus also 49.4 average for generals at 600. Was like 15,000 points below damage dealt, 80,773 versus 64,459. MS losses were up a tenth, which, yeah, it's usually more than they want to see. 3.2 on average versus 3.3. But yeah, the numbers start falling off pretty badly at higher levels. Level 3 Jesta is probably the worst of all. It had at 700, the general average is 43.9 or 50.3% win rate. 43.9 is what the level 3 Jesta was doing. So yeah. Rival win was 30.2% versus the 51.6 that the Jesta I've got that backwards again. Anyway, you get it. Average number 51.6, Jesta number 30.2. And yeah, and the damage was horrible. 95,424 is the general type average. Jesta was at 700 was doing 57,000. So yeah, almost 40,000 damage below the average for generals at cost 700. That's ridiculous. And it was also like really, really high up on MS losses, 3.1 700 average, and it was at 3.4. So yeah, definitely needed the help. And I'm happy to see it get it, and it feels good.